My lords, my ladies, I'm the VTuber Ragnar. The Super What Was My Demo trailer has just dropped, so this means that it's going to be about 10 minutes. It's going to be predominantly attack animations usually, and they'll usually throw in a Jam Project song as well. So this is more about looking at the cool animations. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna have to hurry up on 100 line. If I want to be done with it by the time Y comes out. Oh! Oh! Okay. That's not what I was expecting. Did they say that we were having Shin Mazinger in a previous video and I've just forgotten? Or is that like actually a reveal? Okay, while that animation is a bit janky, it's also like really show accurate. Tomino be like, I hate the G Fighter, I hate the G Fighter, keeps making G Fighter. Okay. Is this from season 1 or season 2? Are we... this is OG stuff, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're getting post series Dunbine again. I think we might have known that. It's been so long since we had news that I think I forgot most of it. It looks like we're getting a lot more CGs though than we previously have, which is cool. Actual Great Mazinger? Looks like we're doing the Resurrection L plot again. Which was cool in 30, but if they just do the same thing verbatim, I'm gonna be a bit annoyed. They definitely went more in on the colony ship aspect this time, which isn't a bad thing. Oh, that looks sick. Oh. Okay. I think this is a new animation, and so is this. And yeah, I've marked out of this, but now I know that's there. But actually seeing that is pretty wild. Arc looks really good. Okay. Oh, triple combination attack? Unique. Did we make a new combo attack for the first time since like Alpha? No, was it? I think it was Z. It was the last time. Z1 was the last time we had a cross series combo attack with Final Dynamic Special, right? Oh, demo is available on the 8th of August. That's going to be. It's 5 minutes to midnight here, and then it will be the 8th here, but presumably it's going to be like tomorrow from my perspective. Okay, so they're saying it's Mazen Kaiser versus Kokudai Shogun, but Mazen Emperor's G is not from that, it's from Super Robot Wars X. And the triple combo attack here stood out to me a lot. I think the biggest thing that shocked me, not this, although Sing Sub Arms is always nice, and this just looks incredibly cool. This I was not expecting. Because it like does not get fought on screen in either the manga or the anime. In fact, they spend most of Shin Robo like defending Getter Saint Dragon. If you're not familiar with the Robo manga, something that's important to know is that the anime OVAs from like the around 2000, so Shin Robo, New Robo, and Shin Getter vs. Neo Robo, all of those are basically adaptations of parts of the Shin Robo manga, which it was written after Go, but it's set between G and Go. So parts of that and also parts of Go, and to an extent parts of Arc, are like used throughout the OVAs. And something that a lot of people don't seem to know is that the Getter Emperor that is like the final boss of the franchise, it isn't actually the final form of Shin Robo. It's the final form of Getter Dragon, as in Getter Robo G, which is referred to as like purely as Dragon after a given point. It's what turns into Getter Saint Dragon and is presumed on that basis to turn into 10 and then Emperor. The design is actually used in New Robo for like a sort of a different character. So there's complicated layers to it, but like the plot of Robo is that the dragon like buries itself beneath the Sao Tome labs and kind of turns into like a cocoon and is in the process of evolving. Which people have come back in time to stop because in the future it turns into Emperor and starts spreading humanity, or rather the Geta rays, throughout the universe. So yeah, like having this show up and having it be what appears to be a boss is pretty fucking wild, and the fact that it was just snuck in here in the middle of this is like even more wild. So I'm really wondering what we're doing now, especially because even though if we like go back to the start here, right? So we're seeing like this 2 lines motif here, and we're really drawing like a parallel structure with the motif. So I'm really curious about what we're doing because first of all, Dunbine has an isekai in it by virtue of its own existence because it's set in not a parallel world, but like a different kind of realm. It's sort of more like the Buddhist ideals of the various worlds of reincarnation that you go through on your way to enlightenment. And Dynazenon obviously takes place in a world that is a tier probably above the anime version of Gridman because it's based on a thing that happened in the live action part of Gridman, but it's obviously a tier lower than the real world that Akane lives in real life, who you see briefly at the end of Gridman in the movie. And on top of that, we also have Wing and G Gundam together, and those two don't really make sense together because the premise of G Gundam is that basically all the rich and powerful people have moved to the colonies, and Earth is basically a big slum that is predominantly being used for a martial arts contest, and the winner determines which space colony country leads the space colony countries for the next few years. Whereas Wing is about the Earth basically pushing lower class people out into the colonies and then exploiting the crap out of them for resources. So those two are kind of diametrically opposed, which again makes me think we're probably going to have a 2-world structure. But even though it's being hinted at by the series list and some of the motifs, they're very carefully not shown anything like that. So I don't know how we're going to do this exactly. And I mean, it's also possible that we'll just do isekai without the isekai. Like in 30, for example, with Knights and Magic, we never actually went to the Knights and Magic world. All of their guys came here. So, I don't know, maybe? Yeah, alright. I think that's pretty much everything I can milk out of this. This is, news to me, though. I've never seen this before. So, I have no idea, which part of Dynazenon this is from. But I want to point out it is on player side. So, cool. And this is just, if this is actually an original combination attack, I'm going to be really happy because we have not had one of those in, I think it has been 20 years, which is insane, right? Because that used to be the whole thing. Super Robo was just invent units if it needed to. Originally, when that was introduced, it was Mazinger that had been exposed to Geta rays, so that Mazinger had an upgrade to go with Shin Geta. But anyway, link to the trailer if you want to pour through it yourself will be in the description. I'll be doing a couple more streams this week during the campaign period of Honkai Star Rail. We'll be doing Simulated Universe and stuff like that because I scored a slot in the sponsorship campaign they have running at the moment. So if you want to support the channel in a way that doesn't cost you any money but will give money to me, you can hit up my Twitch and check out the codes and stuff for that. I'll put a sponsored code in the description as well, but I'm not this video isn't part of it. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. I mean, it's a good excuse to get back into playing Star Rail because it's genuinely a good game. So I'll be doing that, and then I guess I'll step on it and try and really finish, grind out 100 line before Y comes out so that then I can give my full attention to playing Y. So I will see you guys really soon. Bye bye.